And we are live. So hold on right quick. Let me just go ahead and do my little live spiel.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks. Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
So yeah, I guess I had to do my little live spiel for you guys. What's going on, everybody? Good Sunday morning over here at the Loves here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That's where I'm at right now. So of course I came yesterday and did my little rant. I got that off my chest and thing. But of course I didn't leave it up because that's not my channel is about. So if you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell and that all button so you can get the content when it comes out and when I go live like this. So of course this is a special way of me doing it this week because my truck is in the shop. But I still come back with you guys with the good, crisp, clean audio. And I want to welcome the LOM community in the building. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys' support. You know, come through, take your shoes off and shit like that, and chill with me. But today's podcast episode is a topic that was brought to me by a subscriber. Her name is Pamela Hamilton. She always says I get her name wrong. I think I do. Let me go back and see if I got her name right. That's crazy. Pamela Hamilton. Hamilton. Yeah. Hamilton. Hamilton? No. But yes. Yes. Thank you. I'm sure how strong the stream is. You guys give some thumbs up. Let me know if you guys are good and see me good. If a lot of you guys come up in here, like 4, 5, 6, 7, match the lights with the view, man. People that's up in here. If it's like 4 or 5 of you guys and I only got one light, come on now. Come on now. I know you guys like what I do, right? At least I hope you do. But this is what I do it anyway. So today's podcast is about a trucking company that abruptly closed down today. And I decided to reach out to one of my good recruiter friends from a local trucking company in Ohio. And I thought that I would get her thoughts. I guess because only that how can I and we all was Celadon and Falcon pretty much left there, or at least left some of it out there hanging. Some of them was able to get home. Some of them was able to get help from other trucking companies. And some of them, I guess, was just, left out in the cold. But this particular trucking company that just went belly up, looks like today, it's a Texas company that went belly up today, or this week, I should say. I'm not sure if it was today, but the article came out today. they went belly up, but they was able to save their drivers from being stranded. So let me welcome to the show a good friend of mine, Lynn. How are you today on this Sunday morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. So I sent you the article to read the article from Freightways by the way, and the trucking company that's in our conversation right now is Trinity Logistics Group out of Texas. They had 102 drivers and 150 power units. The Texas-based trucking company Trinity Logistics Group is ceasing operation due to lack of work in an abrupt closure that left some drivers blindsided. Sources close to the company told Freightways. Drivers was told of the closure in September of 20. So I guess that's when it happened, but the article just recently came out. All the equipment had been slated to be returned to the company's headquarters. Trinity Logistics Group had 102 drivers and 150 power units, according to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration SAFER website. Trinity Industry spokesman Jack Todd did not return multiple calls and emails for comments on the closure. So this year has been a pretty rough year for trucking companies, huh, Lynn?
Yeah, it's been pretty rough.
Um, with the abrupt closures, could it been some kind of way that these companies that looks like they've been in existence for quite a long time. I know Celadon was like what, a 30-year company. Falcon was like what, 20, 30, and now Trinity. I'm assuming they 10 plus. Was Do you think there was any kind of way that these companies could have bounce back or anything like that?
Um, One, you're breaking up pretty bad, so I
Okay.
don't know what's going on with that. But
Am I
the companies
am I
that are shutting down, go ahead,
am I breaking up on the feed or am I breaking up through the phone?
through the phone.
Oh, okay. Let me just move it closer. How's that? Can you hear me good now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'll just keep it closer. Everybody in the live feed, how am I looking in the live feed? Is the live feed coming through okay before she comments? And again, if I am coming through okay, uh make sure that I'm coming through. I'm bringing up the live feed myself. Welcome everybody. Nifa Nee, Jose or Jesus, KB the trucker, Mr. What Up Doe, hell of a name. Uh, Mr. What Up Doe, I like that name. All right, Lynn, go ahead and go ahead and say what you was about to say.
Well, I was just going to say we can't speculate on why Celadon and Falcon, shut down. It could be a number of things, but I know during 2020, since COVID has started, a lot of companies have shut down. It's a real struggle. It's a real struggle for a few reasons. One reason is the companies just don't have the savings to survive through this COVID. The rates are down. These companies are barely making enough off of these loads to pay drivers. So if you don't have a good system and you weren't approved for that business loan, or you don't have a strong savings, then it's just not going to survive right now.
You know what I think is going on? Give me a second. I think I just figured out what the hell is going on uh with everything. Okay. All right, let me ask you guys about the live feed again because I just changed the settings. So it probably might flipped up or something like that. But Lynn, how I'm about to go to okay. All right, so this phone, okay. You hear me real good through the phone, right? I don't have no issues with the phone, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
No, I
okay,
can hear you now.
okay. All right. I just flipped over on the live stream, and I'm not sure nobody ain't. Let me see. Let me go to mine. Let me go here. Let me refresh my phone, and then let me see if I'm able to. Oh, okay. I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming through on the live feed. All right, Mr. What Up Though says good now on the feed. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so with COVID season in effect right now, you say that a lot of these companies didn't have the savings to bounce back, right?
Right. You needed the savings. Companies needed to get those loans. I know that a lot of banks were turning down loans. I mean, there's banks being sued right now because they were turning down small business loans. Um, they needed that help. If you don't have it there and you're not getting paid what needed to be paid to even cover the gas, the pay of driver, and the cost of your truck, then there's nothing going to the company to keep it going.
So, okay, they saying that. Okay, they hold on real quick. Okay, they saying that it's buffering, but I could see I could see it's crystal clear on my end, KB. You might need to refresh your phone, bro, because I can see it good right here. See me in double time. Oh man.
He
Um,
might be able to see you but not hear you.
yeah, that's true too. Can you guys hear me? I give me. I got a few people in here that says that they can hear me. I can also hear myself when
Okay.
I can hear myself on the phone and all like that. But we working through it, man. This is just a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? This is just a work in progress. So just bear with your boy. That's all. Just bear with your boy. But but with all these companies, what's that now with all these companies that closed down, Celadon, Trinity, Falcon, and many others? Would you agree now that there's a driver shortage uh, in the trucking industry now?
There's not. Okay, so the driver shortage is that a lot of drivers were laid off and they're making that money at home now, so they're not ready to come back to work yet. There's like 1.3 million drivers sitting at home on unemployment.
Mm.
Yeah,
Unemployment
there was an article on that a couple weeks ago.
unemployment is that good though? I mean, I was on
Well,
I
they were
was on
offering.
I was on unemployment and shit. I was only getting like what $200-300. I mean, what they
Through
getting?
COVID.
What? Oh well, not through COVID.
Yeah, that COVID's got that. What is it? $600 bump for the month,
Oh, okay. So they getting that.
and I think now it's 400.
Okay, so they getting
And
that.
don't quote me. This is just articles. Yeah,
So
yeah.
they getting that plus what they would regularly get for unemployment. So
Hmm.
we looking at about a good $800-900, right?
Yeah.
And I guess that good for some of the drivers that was making that, at the time. So I guess sitting at home collecting unemployment is a good thing. But what's going to
Hmm.
happen? What's going to happen when that unemployment runs out, though?
Well,
And
then they'll come back to work. They'll come back to work, but then, I mean, you drivers don't know how respected, us in the trucking industry appreciate you. We respect you. But some drivers I talk to, they demand a lot higher pay than what these companies can afford right now. These companies, they're paying their drivers, they're paying their trucking costs, their fuel costs, and the business costs. Cause you got to rent a building or buy a building. It's just a lot going on, and with COVID crippling the industry, I mean, it's just not us they're crippling. They're crippling everything. I've got friends that lost businesses, hair salons, restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
We haven't.
People are losing their entire life.
We haven't experienced this type of pandemic-y in years. I guess to be honest with you, we wasn't ready for it. We wasn't ready for this.
No,
we wasn't ready for this.
Nope.
Nobody was ready for this.
Well, this is the first pandemic since when? The Spanish flu, that they've actually shut the country down.
Mm-hmm. So, with the rest of the trucking companies, including yours, what are you guys are doing to stay afloat, or at least try to stay afloat?
Well, my company is a lot different than other companies. My company, the owners, they've already experienced this in their lifetime. They're from Serbia. And so when they were children, they went through a similar situation where a pandemic hit, and they were told it was only going to be, 6 weeks or whatever. And it turned out to be 5 years. They fled to the country because they needed to survive. They came over here. The dad started driving trucks, and he has built this business literally from $0 and 0 cents up to what it is today. Amazing people. They know how to save their money. They know where to put it because they've already lived through this. So they've got an upper edge that none of us have ever had.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to your company, man. You want to say your company's name, so that some potential drivers might be interested in coming over to you?
Sure. I work for CLE Transportation. We're located in Huron, Ohio. We've got a lot of really good drivers and excellent staff, and I can never, ever say enough about the owners.
All right, that's what's up. Shout out to CLE. Shout out to you for coming on. I do appreciate it. So what do you mentioned that drivers are asking for more than what the companies can give them? What are some examples of that? Like, I know like some companies are only offering like maybe, I'd say the top tier of who I talked to so far, the top tier was like 55 cents a mile, but that was with incentives. So they only actually coming in with maybe around 40-ish, under under
right.
50, over under 50, somewhere in the 40-ish range. What are some of these drivers? Can you give me an example of what some of these drivers are actually asking for?
I have drivers telling me that they want $1,500 a week after taxes, and they want to be off the whole entire weekend, and they want to run what they want to run. They don't want to be told where to run. And people are getting confused because if you're an owner-operator, yeah, that's possible. But if you're working for a company, like, I don't get to go to work and tell them what I'm going to do. I'm just an employee.
Okay.
So they want massive amounts of money. You're looking at like 70 cents a mile in order for them to get that. And then you got these companies that they tell you they're going to pay you 70 cents a mile or 65 cents or 55 cents. But like you said, they've already included and rounded it down to depending on your bonuses being included. Your sign-on bonus is also in there. So they're like, yeah, so, this year you're going to make about 55 cents a mile when in all actuality you're not.
Mm. And I think with some companies that even offers that amount of money, like 55 cents, 60 cent, you're not getting the miles, you know?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
No.
you're not getting the miles. You averaging you averaging only what they want to actually pay you. Now they use that as a trope to get you in. Hey, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we could get you. You can make 75 cent a mile or 55 cent a mile, and you can you can drive 3,000 miles. But when you actually get in, you only doing 25 or 22, and then they come
Yeah.
and tell you, oh, we don't have no miles to give you. It's hard right now. The
That's
mo-
because they're just looking to fill a seat. A lot of companies don't care what they bring in. They just want that seat filled because as long as that seat's filled, that truck is making money. It's making the truck payment. It's making the mortgage payment. It's paying other employees, But I'm honest. I don't want drivers to come in and feel betrayed. I try to be as honest as possible. When I talk to drivers, I tell them it's up to, 51 cents a mile. But you could be up to 51 cents a mile, but it is based off of a lot of things. I want good drivers, responsible drivers. I don't want tickets. I don't want your HOS to be messed with. I want it to be as legitimate and honest as possible because that's what the company is.
that's what's up. I'm liking this company. Hey, sign me. No, no, not yet, not yet. Uh, but with these trucking companies that are shuttering their doors, though, uh, I'm going to say Celadon. Was in your opinion, was it wrong for Celadon to do what they did to their drivers by leaving them
But
hanging out there?
fuck yeah, it was. I mean, you got to look at your drivers, your employees as your kids. And I'm not being disrespectful when I say that. I'm saying that you guys are all a family. I would never let my son be stranded in Georgia on the side of the road somewhere. I would do whatever I could. They should have gave their employees notice. They should have planned ahead. Nobody just goes to bed one day and wakes up and go, "Oh man, we got to shut the company down today. Everybody's screwed."
That is crazy. When I read that article, and all their drivers were just stranded everywhere. And I mean, shout out to the trucking industry that came together to get the drivers home, and they was able to get on with another company or anything like that. But again, like I said, y'all, this year has been a tumultuous year for everybody, not just for us truckers, but it's been a tumultuous year for the whole industry as well. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even if even if you got people out there that says, hey, we appreciate you, thank you for doing the damn thing, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, but you still got some companies out there that's still treating us like stepchildren. Nifa Nee, thank you
Yep.
very much for the support. Thank you very much for the support. KB came in. KB says fats, higher CPM, only certain lanes, freight miles, a lot of drivers don't realize. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
A,
Yes.
a lot of new drivers don't realize that, and I'm kind of thankful that I am the type of driver that wants to get that type of information out there to the new drivers. Some companies don't want this particular information to come out. They want to give you the happy version. Yo, we can offer you 50, 60 cent a mile. You ride behind these trucks every day, and you see the big sign that says, we're hiring 60, 70 cent a mile. But then when you call them up, they be like, oh, well, that's just a trope. That's just a way of saying that we can get you up to 70 cent a mile. You
Mm-hmm.
know. And you know, another thing that I had stopped doing when I talk to the recruiters now, you know, I ask like what type of equipment that these guys is going into, and you know, they tell us, you know, what it is: freight liners, Peterbilts, yada yada yada. But what I'm going to start doing is,
Mac.
yeah, yeah, exactly. What I want to start doing is asking them, what truck am I going to get? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because they know. Yeah, they know what truck is empty. They know what truck before you get there. They know what truck they're putting you in. Like if
Exactly.
you were to come tomorrow, if you were to come to my company tomorrow, I'm putting you in a white Mac. This particular white Mac does not have an APU in it, so I know you're going to be idling. I can put an inverter in it if that's what you want, because this Mac I did not buy from the dealership brand new. I bought it in Florida. I needed a truck because during COVID, Mac shut down.
Hmm.
So we're waiting on our new truck still to this day. But I could tell you exactly what I'm putting you in.
And and don't and don't let me ask you this: as being a recruiter now, I know I called you. You know, I did a make the call video with CLE Transportation. Go check that video out. Good conversation. She gave up good information about the company. A particular YouTuber, go check out his channel. He drives for him as well. He has some good things to say about CLE. Um, but you listen to some of the calls that I have made already, right?
Yeah,
What do you
and they don't sound personable.
that's what I was about to ask you. What's your opinion on, well, this it's been so many, but if you don't know the name, just give me your opinion on one of the calls that you can remember watching.
Well, a lot of the calls that I have listened to through your YouTube channel and through Facebook, because some of your stuff's on Facebook, but a lot of the calls, they're very dry tone. They don't have any emotion in their voice, and it's not like they're promoting their company at all. You know, you got to tell the people what kind of company you work for. And if you're not happy working for that company, then you're not going to sound happy explaining to somebody else. If
Mm,
I don't hear passion in your voice, I'm not going to buy the product.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, see, that's one for me to start paying attention to, because, like I said, like with the call with you, it was exciting. I mean, shit, it almost had me to sign up that day. And that's the type of
That's
call,
because I'm passionate.
and that's the type of call that you want to get engaged in. Am I right?
Hmm.
You want honesty.
So I'm the kind of person, yeah, and I want to know what you're working for. I want to know what in life excites you and makes you want to work for a company, because that's the kind of person that I want to hire. If you're excited and you have goals and you have children and you have plans for the future, that tells me that you're going to be committed to this company and that you're going to want to come aboard and you're going to want to be all that you can be and represent us in the best way possible.
So for the drivers of Trinity Logistics, you you have any advice for them before we get up out of here?
Yeah, there's a lot of companies hiring. We're always hiring. Um, you know, call me. I'll get you in. They're in Texas, so if you're located in Texas, I can have you home every 10 to 14 days. Um, but there's more than me out there. But just be careful. And my biggest suggestion is to go through Lockoutmen's YouTube videos and find out what company strikes you before you even make the phone call.
Exactly. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Woo! Thanks for that one. Lynn, everybody. Um, let's see. Nifa Nee says that a lot of these companies do false advertisement. Lynn, with that comment right there, why do you think that a lot of these companies do that? Why they false flagging for? I mean, and there's really no
Well,
reason to, but why?
because they're trying to get you in. So you ever go and you're sitting on TV and you're watching the commercials and you're like, oh my God, that meal looks absolutely amazing. And you get there and it looks nothing like it does on TV,
Yes, all the
right?
time. Yes.
Okay, so you're highly disappointed. Well, it's the same method. These guys are going to tell you what you want to hear because they know what you're looking for. They know what a driver wants. They know that drivers, deserve to get paid more, but they're not going to do it. So it's just, what is it called? Hook, line, and sinker.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to throw the reel out. You guys are going to bite. You're going to waste 6 weeks, maybe longer of your time because you signed a contract on that $5,000 sign-on bonus.
Mm.
Now you're stuck.
Mm. There you go. There you go. Before again, I know I said before we get up out of here, I'm not trying to make this live long because number one, I gotta go. But number two, there was another reason why I brought Lynn in too. She's in an all female trucking group. She Trucking. Sheree Moore's She Trucking group. And there, without saying any names, I'll just say the scenario. So there was an unfortunate situation with a driver. You know, not going to say not going to say the name, not going to give out the gender, but there was a driver that was in a situation with a particular trucking company, and she came in and they came in. They came in and said that they was having issues with that particular company. And my friend Lynn right here, she helped that person by donating to them, and she reached out to them to, to make sure that they was all right. But unfortunately, uh what was it? Maybe a day or two that you tried to get back in
Mm-hmm.
contact with them. You wasn't able to get back in contact, and you felt some kind of way. Would you like to speak on that?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have a really giving heart, which is why I work so well with this company. Um, and I pay attention because I'm on all kinds of trucking forums and I watch you guys talk and I comment and I feel bad for a lot of situations. And this particular person was truly being taken advantage of, or should I say, she portrayed that she was truly being taken advantage of by a company she worked for. She was stranded, and I wanted to get her home. She was just young. She's the same age as my daughter, and my heart just broke. So I put a post up and asked a bunch of people to donate, and I donated a nice chunk of change to get this woman home. And then I never heard from her again. And it's not like I was trying to get her to drive for me. It's just that I was concerned about her welfare and her safety. Being a woman is hard enough in this world, and in the trucking industry, it's even harder. You're by yourself, and I didn't want anybody to take advantage of her. So I was just trying to help her.
So unfortunately, you wasn't able to find out, to do a follow up with her. Do you think? Do you think what she did was some uh underhanded stuff, just to beg for money?
Um, so I try not to think badly of people like that. I try to take everything with a grain of salt. And I'm praying that, maybe these people that she works for, talked her into staying and are treating her better. I don't know the situation. And I pray to God that she's not out there taking advantage of people. I know that there are people that do that, but that's not my job to judge. My job is to help.
Nifa Neve wants to know, did she thank you?
She did say thank you. Yeah, she did say thank you, but then I never heard from her again. So I don't know if she's home safely. I don't know if she's with a better company. And it's hard because when you help people, you want to hear the final result. You want to know that they're okay and that they're productive and they're happy.
Exactly.
Because that's why we do that. We do these things to be uplifting.
Lynn asked me to reach out to the young lady, which I have, and which I did. I did get in contact with her. I have spoken to her uh, a few times, but I wasn't able to, persuade her to come on to, to talk her experience or anything like that. So we're not sure whether or not she's with a different company or what she's doing right now. But I do pray to God that I hope and pray um, that the situation, yeah, that she okay, but also that she didn't blackball anybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hold on right quick. Christopher Robin Trucking said, "What company are you guys was talking about? How much per mile, and when do I get insurance?" uh, CLE. This is Lynn. She's a representative of CLE Transportation and company in Ohio. They do hire out of all states. So if you stay in Texas, or I'm going to say Florida, you guys do get a chance. But she do want you guys to be out at least 14 days to 15 days before, wanting to go home. If y'all wanted to go home every week, I don't think she will be able to do that because you stay so far. But if you're out of Ohio, definitely you can get home every week because they are a local company. Um, he wants to know how much per mile and when do he get insurance.
So your insurance kicks in 90 days. We start paying on our insurance after we've been there for 60 days because we pay 1 month ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And cents per mile, I don't quote cents per mile over the phone because I don't want to be misleading. And if your MVR is perfect, your CSA is perfect, and you have nothing negative on your DAC report, no felonies, misdemeanors, or DUIs, I can start you out at 51 cents per mile. And there are instances where I can go higher. I need to talk to the person and run their background. And it's easy to get a hold of me. We have a website, also my phone number, which I'm sure he'll put at the bottom of the page.
Yep, I sure will.
And I'm on Facebook.
You can, like I said, CLE Transportation. Is it CLE Transportation? Yeah. CLE Transportation.
Yep. CLE Transportation.
Transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can find them on Facebook. They do have a website, and you can also look up in the call too that I just did recently with her. So look in the playlist.
Yeah, and go to Indeed.
Yeah,
go to Indeed and check out our reviews.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't have nothing to hide.
Let me see. Hold on right quick. I had something that I wanted to ask you too while when you was explaining all of that. Oh, about the DAC report. Yeah. Since I got you on and you are a recruiter and you do look at the DAC report, when you see on the DAC report that somebody have abandoned a truck, what now let me
I want to ask them
there you
the
go.
situation. I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, they abandoned the truck, because companies are evil. And if you quit for them, say you put in a 2 weeks notice and they cut your miles, but they still want you to drive for them. So you take the truck to the terminal and drop it off. Some companies are conniving and will put anything they want on your debt. So I'm going to ask you exactly what happened. I want your side of the story as well as their side of the story, and then I make the decision.
Okay, so you just won't cut them. You know what I'm saying? Like when
No,
okay,
no.
because a lot of drivers, like you said, a lot of drivers get blackballed by companies by saying, "Oh, they abandoned the truck," and that's it. You abandon the truck, you you don't get a second chance. But tell them now on the flip
Mm-mm.
side. Now on the flip side of that, Lynn, tell them why abandoning the truck is not a good idea.
Because it's costly. I mean, I got to have somebody pick up that truck. In our case, it's our owner. You know, he goes out and picks up the truck. Our owner still drives, and he gets on a forklift and he breaks down tires and changes tires. Um, it is costly. So when you drop a truck anywhere you want because you feel like, you know, maybe you feel like they're not going to get you home, or maybe you feel like you're going to be stranded and you don't have the money to get home, or maybe it's a big FU situation and you're giving them the finger. It's not a good scenario because it is very costly.
All right, all right. Let's see. Let's go back to some more comments. Uh, let's see. Nifa Nee. Uh, DMG said that's okay. You did a good thing, and you will be blessed. He's talking about what you did for that driver. Nifa Nee says, well, she's going to get blessed either way. She's talking about, but she definitely could have gave you an update. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
Nifa Nee wants to know
I agree.
she wants to know where the terminals are. I believe there's only one terminal, and that's in
Hmm.
Ohio. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
Okay. Nifa
Yeah, we have one terminal. It is located in Ohio.
Nifa Nee says she said 51 or 61. No, she did not mention cent per mile, Nifa. If you guys is interested in CLE transportation, give her a call directly and she'll go over what she can actually offer you. Let's see. I couldn't hear. Uh Wise Owl, he said he may have to look into this job. And Christopher Robbins says, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm going back to listen to the call you made to the company, I guess, and I will see what they're about. Do that, bro. Do that, bro. Well, on that note, everybody, again, thanks to Lynn for coming in and giving her thoughts and everything. Um, it's just a shame that all of these trucking companies have went belly up. Hopefully their drivers that they had, are able to bounce back. Hopefully they're able to bounce back. If they was making now, here's the bad thing about it when you think of it this way. If a driver was making that kind of money, say like he been there for like 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, of course he's going to be making in the stratosphere of maybe 60, 70, 80 cent. And I'm just saying 80 cent on the high end. And they get with another trucking company that's only offering maybe half of that. You know, do the driver has the right to be upset with said company that they're talking to because they couldn't offer no more than what they was making at the company where they was at?
So in a situation of a job transfer, that is usually generally the case. Now, if they have concrete proof of what they were making, then I will come as close to that as I can.
That will be
Because I already know that they put in their time.
and that would be fair, right? That would kind of be fair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, guys. So again, if you guys, thanks to Lynn from CLE Transportation. If you guys interested in CLE Transportation, definitely look them up online. They're at cletransportation.com. CLE Transportation to call. CLE on Facebook uh, and yeah, in other places too. I'm going to give a shout out to Red K Hauler because he was in here a couple of days ago. If you want to know more about the company and talk to him directly, go to his channel and especially the video that he did of the restaurant star. Actually, that is CLE's truck. So he did a truck tour. So, but unfortunately, if she only have a truck that she could put you in, then unfortunately you're gonna have to go with that truck. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Put your time.
I have 2 Western stars available.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. Okay. Well, she got 2 restaurant stars. You heard it here first. She got 2 restaurant stars. So, all right, Lynn, I'm about to let you go. Thank you very much for coming in. I really do appreciate it.
Hey,
You are always welcome on my channel. You are always welcome to call me and all like that. You know, even though we
before
do.
you let me go,
Oh.
I want to say a big shout out to all you truck drivers, because without you guys, we wouldn't have groceries on the shelves. We wouldn't have products on the shelves. And you guys give up a lot in your life to make sure that we have the things that we need as a nation. So a big shout out to you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you. Thank you very. That's all we need. That's all we want. That's all we want. I mean, we just want to be appreciated for what we do out here, man. That's it. We just want to be appreciated. Unfortunately, we don't have the time, but coming from you, that's big. That's real big. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Everybody in the LOM community is saying thank you. Nathan Lee says thank you. Shape World said hello. JJ Hamber said thank you. And everybody else that says thank you for being here. So Lynn, you have a good day. Get back to cleaning out that garage and get yourself ready for work. And I'm about to mosey on down here to Texas so I can be ready for my load to be dropped in the morning. So that's it, everybody. Y'all take it easy. And if you like, well, let me go ahead and do my spiel. Here we go. All right. Don't forget to, if you like content, like now I can do my spiel because I couldn't do it yesterday on that one particular video. But I can do it on this because this is the type of videos that I like to produce. So if you like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell and that all button. The all button will let YouTube know that when I drop a video and when I go live. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you guys want to support the channel, you can do that by hooking brother up with some coffee. The coffee app and the cash app is in the description below. Thank you to everybody being here. Thank you to Nifa Nee as one of my moderators. She is here. Thanks to Wise Al. He's another moderator. Thank you for being here. Shape World, DMG, and the rest of you guys. Thank you for being here. Until next time, we about to be out of here. Y'all come back when I go live again. Peace.